right, Virtua Fighter.
Don, you got in on this, right?
Nice.
Yes, I did get in on Virtua Fighter. It was an hour appointment. Yeah, but it was hands off, okay? But it was a nice presentation they did. Darn, I didn't bring my notes in here. I have my phone. I did take some notes, actually, and asked a few questions. But basically,
Did anybody bring up Shenmue? Sorry, let's get it out of the way. Did anybody bring up Shenmue or Yu Suzuki at all?
They did, and they brought it up in this context, Huber. They brought it up because apparently there's the story of there was a Virtua Fighter RPG planned, I guess, in the late 90s, that whole thing, and then it led to Shenmue and this and that, or certain strands of that. So the director and the creators actually said when they how they didn't take anything from that, but when they created their whole thing here, because it's a very story-based fighter, story-based cinematic fighter, they presented it to Yu Suzuki and the team and everything to like get their like blessing kind of thing or something.
So sick.
So apparently they got that too.
Holy crap. Please have a Shenmue guest fighter in this game. I will faint.
Who knows? Yeah.
I will faint. Yeah.
So it's all about you're this main character here who's I really should grab my notes.
Do it. I'll stall.
Okay, stall for a second. I'll grab my notes because I wrote.
Stall.
I mean, just look at this.
Ryo Hazuki is so primed to join this game, dude. He is so primed to join this game, Blood. Please make some calls. Let's make this happen. I love that there's an adventure mode here, and it looks so sweet. Yes, because, you know, us casual fighting game fans, we need a little something to feel good about on the side. Yeah, Damiani, for sure. I don't have time to get insanely sweaty in
Joe's
too many games.
Check out Joe's.
It's a question of time. It's like
cracking a Red Bull or something here.
Some people, no matter how much time you put in, you won't get past a certain point.
Totally. Yeah, I do not have the skill.
They've got this fictional region they've created that's in Southeast Asia as the setting, but it's a fictional region, so it's not accurate in that sense. But there's sort of a political situation that happened that created so that they have an agreement that there's like no guns allowed in this district.
Okay.
So or in this whole region. So that's how you get this situation where you have all these conflicts. There's like triads and stuff like that, but there's no guns anywhere. So it's all martial arts, and this is how they're settling things, which is really cool. They've got this big tournament that's happening in this region that our main character here is getting involved in. He moved here. He's sort of like distant family members around the region, but he's pretty much on his own, and he has a girlfriend, some friends. You have this small cast of characters you interact with, and it's like a pseudo kind of open world basically type game where you see it's almost like a beat 'em up, right? Where you get to incorporate a lot of your moves from the then strict like one-on-one classic fighting that takes place where Virtua Fighter
Don,
style.
I was fully in the dark on this, right? They're just like, Virtua Fighter, do you want an appointment? I'm like, okay. Don in there, right?
Yeah.
I had no idea they were doing all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to have, I believe, multiple different characters eventually, but you start with this guy, and they've got like battle content, they've got side quests, they've got mini games, they got the main story, they've got a relationship branch, and they've got restaurants also with cooking and stuff like that. So it's like some interesting angles that they get in here. Branching single story outcomes, so you can really change the outcome of the story depending on the decisions you make. Yeah, so there's got a whole bunch of different branches, which I thought was really cool. Kind of change how the story plays out.
Cool.
They, involved obviously RGG Studios, so that was one of the things. I was like, what are the sort of similarities and differences between like the open world combat encounters to a Yakuza or something like that? And they're like, they've set up their own thing. It's a little different, but it's very satisfying. Like you're gonna feel like it's kind of like a beat 'em up, but your moveset evolves as you go on, and it can almost mirror what you have in the ring. Then when you're doing on real, they were inspired by Watchmen. Okay, apparently for this world, where they wanted a grounded world, but like with like grounded in reality, but there's this superhero, supervillain type element, like, but it's just accepted as like part of the reality. You know what I mean? So Yeah, there was a lot of information, I guess, we got from here. It's staying loyal to like the original Virtua Fighter combat system, which is very simple 3-button system: punch, kick, and block. And so they've actually, instead of like developing a more complex modern fighter of like what they would do and then including some kind of simplified combat mode like a lot of current games do, something like that, they actually just like, although they didn't explain the details of the fighting yet, they sort of just built off of and stayed true to that simplified version of like a 3-button system. So it's going to be a very sort of like simple combat system. Once again, simple in the same way Virtua Fighter was. I mean, very technical too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no meters. There's not going to be like supers and all that kind of element to it. It's going to be real like technical combat. They've got
Dumplings.
Yeah, dumplings. We didn't see a whole lot about the cooking and stuff like that, but I'm very interested in how that is. And so, you know, it's a bummer. Yeah, we couldn't get our hands on it. I was really hoping to get my hands on it. They mainly showed us the story stuff. They just hinted at what the combat system was going to be without really giving any details or elaborating on it or anything like that, and sort of setting up the story with all these main characters here. You see here, this is his buddy and his girlfriend and stuff like that, her little sister and all this. So you're in this open world. There's a fighting tournament you're getting involved in, and it's sort of a new, they're sort of like, you know, pushing the genre of like really making it this story-based cinematic fighting game, essentially. You know what I mean? So that's the big part of it is the story. Yeah.
Easy in.
Yeah.
Day one.
Yeah. So it looks pretty stylish, looks pretty fun.
Cool.
The open world stuff looks awesome. I just can't wait to try it out a little bit or see more details on what's actually involved in the combat and stuff.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah.
They'll add Majima for sure.
I think there's a good chance.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, fighting games are ripe for guest characters. So get some of those guys in there and like, you know. I don't know if they would show up in the story mode, but it'd be fun if they found a way to sneak them in there.
It's funny.
Yeah.